Ronald before and the guys before, we have conflict every day. You're gonna have conflict every day. You wake up, either you're gonna have conflict with sleep, you didn't get enough, right? You saying you fighting sleep, well no, you're just fighting to go to sleep. Whatever it is, you're fighting this weather, it's conflict against what you wanna do. The traffic, you have conflict in your mind, what you need to do, how you need to do it. Can I resolve it today? Or can I manage it today enough that I can resolve it at a later date? So in that conflict, you can get irritated, right? You can get angry, which leads to anger, You can get frustrated, that may lead to anger. Or I'm not saying you're gonna go there all the time, but it can get you a little agitated, where you have to deal with some stuff. And so when you don't know how to manage or resolve conflict on a daily basis, that's when you start to get more angry. That's when you start to get a little bit more aggressive in your behavior. Okay? That's when sometimes you start to treat other people different. And sometimes in your mind you think it's their fault. But you don't know that you've been angered or you've been irritated. And all that takes place before that behavior what gives you that consequences, or what gives you that regret that you did, or that you made that decision, in other words. So we gotta manage our lives on a daily basis. There's some things that we do, we cope with, and we take on a coping mechanism sometimes to manage it. And sometimes that's good. That's to bridge you to the time that you can actually deal with some things. But hopefully that coping mechanism is not too negative that it keeps you over there where you can't function right, you can't treat people right. You don't even know how to make the correct decisions, and you're using that coping mechanism, whether it's physical, whether it's emotional, to get all the time, to get where you want to go. That physical coping mechanism can be drugs, alcohol, okay, eating. I've seen some people that do that, So whatever it is, you use it. Like for example, you have a lot of coping mechanisms like that's healthy. You can go work out. Some of you can do yoga. Some of you just meditate on a higher being, higher power. Those some things that are positive. But don't get caught up in the negative part of the coping mechanism, and don't use that every time when you can actually have a way out. And so what we try to do here, again, we want to teach you skill sets. And some of us have more than others, right? Some can do it, can manage those more than others, but that doesn't negate that, you don't know how to do it, you can't do it. So we gotta find a way. You gotta find a way how to deal with that, how you manage that, those conflicts, okay? How to resolve that. And so when I touch this clock here, we talk about it. We talk about how the experiences, the thinking process, internalization, what you feel, emotions and behavior have to do with all that conflict that you have. And it'll start with your experiences, okay? It's what you experience from your mother's stomach, right? Until you get out and you're a toddler and you're trying to walk. All that is included in what you're dealing with, what your perception is when you take that and you feel that thing. That's your experience. Your perception comes from your eyes, your ears, your touch. Those are how you see things, how you feel things, how you hear things. Get that understanding. So I may hear something, Somebody may say something, I may hear it different than you. Just because